Hey everyone, it's Brian. Today, we're diving into 4 essential commands for creating files and directories in your Linux environment. Touch, cp, also known as copy, vi, and mkdir, which stands for make directory. By the time we wrap up, you'll feel confident to handle your file and directory tasks in Linux using these commands. So let's jump right in. We're going to begin with the command that creates files. The first command is touch. This command simply creates an empty file. However, it's primarily used to update the access and modification timestamps of a file. If the file with the same name already exists, it'll update the timestamps without altering the content. Next up is cp, also known as copy. With cp, you can copy files or directories. I want you to remember, if you're copying to a new location, make sure the destination directory exists beforehand. And now, onto VI. VI is a powerful text editor. If you specify a file that doesn't exist, VI creates it for you when you start editing. Now onto the commands for creating directories. The final command we'll learn today is mkdir. This command is your go-to for creating directories. Just provide the name you want for the new directory and you're all set. Now, let's move on to the terminal for a proper demonstration. Okay, let's open up the terminal. The first command we want to utilize is mkdir. This command will create a new directory for us, and we do that by typing in mkdir and our desired name. I'm making my new directory grill, and hit enter. You should get your prompt back. This means we have performed this command, and we can confirm this by using the ls command. As you can see, we created a new directory, Gruel. Okay, now I want to switch directories and go into Gruel. Within this directory, I want to create new files, and here is where touch comes into play. The touch command is used to create an empty file or update the access and modification timestamps of an existing file. All you have to do is type in touch and the desired name for your file. I'm going to name mine Brian and hit enter. And we can confirm it has been created by using ls. And as you can see, Brian's now an existing file. Now, I want to make a copy of Brian, but with a different file name. Here's where cp comes in. The cp command is used to copy files and directories from one location to another. It stands for copy. We simply type in cp followed by the targeted file or directory. In my case, it's going to be Brian, and ending it with your desired file name. I'm going to name my new file mom and hit enter. And we get our prompt back indicating it worked. Hit ls, and as you can see, the file mom was created. Keep in mind, this command works on directories as well. Let me show you. Let's make a quick directory and name it Joe. In order for us to make a copy of a directory, we need to type in the following: cp followed by -r. And this is very important because if you don't use the -r, you will get an error when you try copying another directory. So let's target Joe and name our new directory Smith and hit enter. ls, and as you can see, our new directory Smith has been created. Now let me show you when you try using just cp to a directory. And let's just call this one Lonnie. Here we received an error because the terminal does not recognize this command, and it only functions when we use the -r. So don't forget that. Now let's go into one of our directories. I'm going to switch to Joe. And we can tell we're in Joe. Yep. I'm going to clear this guy out to have more space. Do you know the beauty of the mkdir and touch command? We can create multiple files with them. For example, my boss tasked me to create 3 directories, and I'm like, no problem, boss. I'm going to mkdir followed by 3 names. I'm going to name my new directories blue, red, yellow, and hit enter. And as you can see, I successfully created 3 directories named blue, red, yellow. We can also create multiple files with touch. Type in touch, and I'm going to create 3 files. I'm going to name them dcmdva. Hit enter. And as you can see, we've created 3 new files. Pretty cool, right? Let's clear these guys up. But I also want to list what I've created. While I was editing this video, I made a mistake, and so I'm re-recording this portion of the video. So, on to our final command, vi. Vi is a versatile text editor available in Unix-like operating systems, including the one we're using today, Rocky Linux. It's renowned for its robust text editing capabilities. Unlike some commands we've covered, vi doesn't inherently create files. However, it's handy for editing existing files, and here's a neat trick. If you try to open a file that doesn't exist with vi, and then make changes and save it, vi will effectively create that file for you. Let me demonstrate. Type in vi and max, and hit enter, and this will open up the vi text editor. We won't be typing anything here today because vi functions a bit differently from a regular text file. Now, to exit vi, hold down Shift and the calling key. As you can see, it opens up the command line at the bottom. Then type in WQ followed by an exclamation mark and hit enter. And voila, we're back to our prompt. Now we hit ls. You can see that max has been created. Do note that VI and CP doesn't have the same capability to create multiple files like mkdir and CP. And that's a wrap for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, concerns, or feedback, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. And until next time, have a wonderful day.